this sounds so harsh to say, but no players really, you know, highlighted when I look at Luminary on paper, right? Mace played at Gfinity, stood in for Reason Gaming. RIP to them. Adam, fairly decent so far in the Premiership, but apart from that, you know, the names don't really stand out when you look at Fish. It's the complete opposite.
It certainly is. Here we go. A couple of shots coming on through. It's actually Luminary to start things off strong here on the defense, but Smooya did find one for himself. I don't think this is going to be their round, though, in the end. Luminary starting things off extremely well. Archer with 3 kills coming on through. A fantastic way to kick things off if you're a Luminary fan at home, hoping for the upset. It's definitely a fantastic way to start. A couple of UMPs here, a couple of Thanoses, and a scout coming on through for Arnolder.
1-0. Luminary starting the CT start after winning the 9th round as well, so it will be the full force coming out for fish123. Obviously for Smooya, not going to be investing into Kevlar. The reason being is he wants to save for that orb. If you find 1 frag on the pistol round, you have $1,800. You buy Deagle, $700. You're left with 1.1k, and you can buy an orb. You have 5.4k, so maths work eventually, but let's see. They're already fast playing towards under window here from fish123. They have 4 players of Kevlar on upgraded pistols, remember. Look at the names on paper. The skill is there to back up those pistols.
Certainly is. Here we go. A couple of kills going across. Smooya finding a 1-deeg onto Adam. And now stepping onto the site as well. But he's been found by Arnolder. That scout coming into play in the end. And it's 3 versus 3. Famous in the hands of Surreal, though. He's actually heading onto the B site. They have control of the situation. In the meantime, Robin is going to find that bomb. They should... Excuse me. They should be able to get this down onto the B site.
Yeah, I mean, they can plant as well for B apartments. Surreal with the FAMAS. Going to be going for the peek in towards Kitchen. Finds the frag onto Archer. So now a 3 versus 2. Squid, fairly low HP. Arnold only going to have a scout. So an AWP is hard enough to retake with Munch, but a scout is going to be even more of a tough task. But the wide phase comes in. The miss from both the players though.
Here we go. Ollie comes on through. That's going to push Surreal back slightly, but I don't think it should be too significant across the course of this entire round. Surreal pushing. Aggressively trying to find Arnolder, will be able to get the headshot in the end. That is going to be fish123 getting their first round of the game on the board, and now the money is in their pockets instead of Luminary. And you'd expect this next round to be a pretty simple task for them. Although actually more guns than I was expecting coming out from Luminary here.
Yeah, I mean, for Luminary, winning the CT side pistol, we thought, okay, they can do an Enclave. Get 3 rounds on the CT side, maybe try to win the first Baron as well, get the upset going, get to a 5-0 scoreline on the CT side, and maybe there's a chance for an upset. Issue is now being forced onto a, well, quote-unquote forced by itself. You know, we're back to square one here for Luminary GG. Literally back to square one. Now in a 5 versus 4, they've gone for the force punch this round. If they lose this round, Munch, they're going to be to an eco. We're going to be seeing a 3-1 advantage for Fish. And suddenly, it's all going in favour now of the Epsilons, boys.
Yeah, certainly is. The guns very heavily in favour. They have the man advantage. And this scout... Oh, nice shot from Arnolder, though. He's actually been doing pretty well with the scout, to be quite honest. Don't know if you'll find anything more in this round specifically, but... Oh, another little headshot comes through. Suddenly we're in a 2 versus 2. Mace here as well, going to be pushing through, but Smooya does take him down in the end. It's all on Arnolder's shoulders. Here we go. I mean, if he could find a couple of headshots as they move on towards this B site.
Oh my!
Oh! Goodbye, T-Sack.
Smooya now, 1 versus 1. Arnold. Thing to say, going to go back towards the B site. Lacks Kevlar, lacks a defuse kit. This should be Smooya's round, especially now as that adds 5 seconds more as he has to run, waste even more time. Lacking the kit, he hasn't got time to lose.
He certainly does not. He needs to make this happen ASAP, but Smooya is here with an AK. Definitely has a huge advantage and actually misses the first shot, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be able to finish that kill off any day of the week. And that is going to be Fish with 2 on the trot now. And they're easily going to be able to grab some weaponry for themselves, some utility as well. And on the side of Luminary, this is going to be the save, unfortunately. So Fish should be able to live up to their name and get that 1-2-3 on the board.
Crucial thing to note as well, remember, these rounds have been close. The money's low across the board. They're now going to be up against the eco from Luminary GG. This is the round where they have to stack up their cash. Have 4 or 5 stay alive. Ideally have Genko farm up some cash onto the MAC-10, but we need to see some abundance in terms of the economy, get some money in the bank for these players, and with 5 players staying alive, they can all 5 of them absorb the round win bonus, which is $3,500. We could even see Jenko keep the MAC-10 as well. But from before, when they're all broke, now they have, well, 3 players can buy if the round's lost. I mean, T-Sac will get to $4,100 if they lose this round. So yeah, all 5 players actually can buy Munch. So Luminary GG, this is a tall task. They have to basically find some continuity here. They have to chain 2 rounds together. Oh, where does the smoke land? Top of short?
Could not tell you, my friend.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Wow, that's really good. That's going to keep the 2 players on towards the B side. This means Smooth can lurk through it. Oh my god, that is sick.
There you go. Mace starts things off strong, though. Actually finding 2 for himself, but Surreal gets one with the MAC-10 in the end. 4 M4s remaining. Make that 3 as Smooth hunts down a player. And now the B site belongs to fish123. And I think the retake is going to be a very difficult task. Robin finds one through the smoke. That's 2 for him, and Smooth finishes the round off. Phenomenal stuff there for fish123. Another round in the bag. And now 3K across the board for Luminary. We'll see if they choose to really spend any of this. I think just a couple of bits of armor, maybe a couple of grenades across the board, but realistically, they just want to save for the next round.
Yeah, I mean, at this point for Fish, each and every round they win, you know, 5-1, then if they make it 6-1, if they win the next buy round, it's basically a 2-for-1 deal here. Reason being is, you gain a win versus the buy round, you force out pistols then for a position, and you can have the advantage then going into that round. Or maybe not. Smooth gets taken out of the equation early on. 4 versus 4 now. Cyril gets the first frag. For the T-side in towards Ramp, gets the second as well, so he does duo it up. And Robin in towards the middle, about to be met by Mace, it seems. The timing as he pulls out the grenade. 3 versus 3, but the bomb will be planted.
Certainly will. Still heavy advantage towards Fish in this situation. T-Sac pushing on in. He'll be able to get the trade onto Archer in the end. But it is still 2 versus 2, and Surreal's on 8 HP, so something could still come on through for Luminary. Maybe this is the round that they manage to get themselves onto the board here. Surreal just hiding out in Palace, wants to find anyone when they try and go for a defuse. And he will be able to find the first kill for himself. That's 3 in the round as well. Mace now looking up towards Palace, but he needs to defuse the bomb. He just doesn't have time. He's going to run away with this one. And in fact, T-Sac doesn't even let him exit the site. It's another round for Fish. 5-1 now on the scoreboard. But you have to wonder whether Luminary can turn this buy round into something. We've seen them saving up Arnolda, but nothing last round. That's so that he can pull out this AWP now.
Round number 7. 1-5. Still going to be a 4-round advantage here for Fish. And they're going to be playing a very slow round. They're expecting some aggression potentially from Luminary. Arnolda, as you said, saved the AWP, so we'll have that into his arsenal. Where is he going to position it? In towards window. So heavy mid attention now from Luminary. Towards window. Underpass now as well is going to be checked out there from Adam. Also in towards B short. They have Jenko here towards Palace as well, so they can try and use him as a fake potentially, but actually T-Sac and his teammate as well, Surreal potentially. Oh, they can go for the JW boost.
Here we go, stepping on up. Oh, Adam spots them. We'll trade a few shots back. But it's just information, really, that's gleaned from either side there. Now complete mid-control for fish123. They've pushed Adam back, but didn't do any damage, importantly, to him. So he's still going to be kicking around this map. We'll see where they choose to try and push this advantage to. Jenko's up in Palace, but he's going to struggle to find anything on his own there.
Smoke towards jungle. Give me the A split coming in now. T-Sac has the aid of Jenko as well towards Palace with the elevated angle, but Adam actually wins that duel. It's now 3 versus 4. An advantage here for Luminary finally, but eventually going to be taken down through the wall. 3 versus 3. Cyril picks up the AWP. Oh, the timing's nearly there. The flashbang doesn't connect as Adam walks into his death. Mace as well going to be calculating the risk here. Does he go for it? Yes, he will. And the flash, oh, actually not going to come up from Fish.
Oh, nice little play coming out from Mace. What a spray down there. Managing to play around that AWP. It's going to be a second round on the board, all through the hands of Mace there. Just being able to outplay those 2 players at the same time, really making the difference for them. It gets them a second round on the board, and it gets them 2 AWPs in their roster as well. So now, actually, this round defensively could look fantastic for them. The money still isn't great. That's the only issue. They are going to be able to get a buy together. It's not perfect, but it's definitely not the worst buy in the world.
Yeah, 2 players surviving there, so the money isn't really too established. So obviously for fish123 right now, the idea is if you reset them, you then force out the Force Buy, then an Eco for the CT side, and now Smooya finding the AWP duel versus Arnold up, gets the first frag and claims the first scalp. As is the advantage here for Fish, and now coming in towards the A side will be the execution, but Squiddy. Anticipation here towards Palace. Jenko here in the last round as well. Went for the isolated duel. Was going to go for the peak, but eventually Jenko's going to win it. 5 versus 3, and this reset's going to be so harsh for Luminary to deal with.
Yeah, it really is. This is a painful round to watch. Adam, though, does find the duel onto Jenko and gets one on Surreal as well. So it evens up the scoreboard. There's an AWP on either side as well. Rifles galore. 2 defuse kits as well for Luminary. So if they can get in position, it could be good, but Smooya is not really... he's kind of sick of Adam's games. Even has a smoke to keep his position despite the molly. And now going to be looking for Mace. Peeks on out, doesn't quite find the shot, but he's just buying time right now. Mace pushes on in, will be able to take out Smooya in the end. The last 2 players over at ramp, and that is going to be a spray. Oh! T-sack though. Finding both of those players, gets an AWP, and we'll be able to move it on. That is the reset you were talking about. That is bad, bad news for Luminary.
6-2. 4-round advantage for Fish, but it's most likely going to be to an even greater extent when you look at the buy now from Luminary on their CT side. 1 flashbang from Adam, most likely going to what? Group towards connector, get flashed over middle. Instead, they're going towards B shorts. They are going towards mid. They're going to wait for the flash from Adam. Well, steps in towards the B side. Maybe these 4 players here from Luminary are going to stay hunkered in towards B, but no. They charge in towards middle. It's all down to Robin.
Oh, here we go. Nice couple of sprays coming out from Robin. There's a 3rd. Looks for a 4th. Robin says to his teammates, this one's on me, lads. On the house.
Robin's
easy,
round.
Easy.
As in drinks at the bar, not his round itself.
Well, I got it. Well, it works in both ways.
I know, that's the problem, yeah. Ah, gosh. Nearly.
Too high-level humour. That was the issue. You're too smart, mate.
I wish. Quite the opposite, actually.
Oh, Robin might just be able to get himself the ace as well.
Ooh, hey! You been to a pantomime?
I actually have, yeah. I was in a pantomime when I was a kid. Here we go.
Oh, well, maybe they'll be shouting at you. He's behind you! Yeah. No, he's not. Actually, he is. Adam finds that frag. Will deny the ace from Robin. Still, though, obviously, Robin, front of the 4 frags towards middle, basically secure the 7th round here for Fish. Round number 10, then. 7-2. And it seems like this might be quite a quick one. This one might be time for dinner afterwards.
Maybe. Maybe. This could be the quick round, the quick game, sorry. And just look at this. Obviously, they don't have any armor, they don't have any weaponry, but still Robin just doing Robin things. The Swedish superstar, as it were. Actually, it's going to be Mace starting things off.
See, where was that from Enclave? You know, the boost towards shore, as I said, to get that first frag. But nevertheless, Smee opens up towards the B side with a nice, quick 2-piece. Might even go for the hat-trick as well if he can get this next frag onto Adam. But 4 versus 3. Sight completing the control here in the demeanor of Fish. As the Molotovs as well going to be delaying the push. Adam eventually forced to go for the peak. And actually, Smee missing the shot. And a fast headshot there from Adam. He is actually fairly crisp.
Yeah, Adam has been playing very well this game. Squiddy, last man remaining. With the CZ in hand, it's not looking pretty for him. 3 AKs on the side of Fish as well, so it should be a very simple defense from them. But you're absolutely right. Adam has been on point so far this game and doing some serious work for Luminary. Unfortunately, it's been difficult, you know, in a matchup like this. In the majority of situations, it is going to be Fish coming out in these trades. It is going to be Fish managing to find those headshots. Adam is doing his best. We've had a couple of good moments from Arnolda as well, managing to find some headshots with his snipers, but all things considered, really, it's Surreal and Smooya and Robin as well stepping up on this server. Jenko actually only with 2 kills so far. He's not having the game of his life, but it doesn't matter too much when you've got players popping off.
That's very true. Obviously, you look at the roster here from Fish, is there really much room? You look at Jenko's career as well. He's always played on really star-studded rosters. Method, obviously, having Crucial, Surreal, Mike S, Pulse. Maybe not Pulse in the later years, but go into then Excel, the team before that. We had Smooya, Jesp, Mole. He's always playing these rosters with a lot of skill, so it's quite hard to shine in that regard. But nevertheless, obviously, he's known for that individual aim he has and his play. But fast playing towards the A site, execution reigns in, and the grenades will connect as well, but not before Adam's shots do.
Oh, here we go. Jenko jumping down. He was full blinded there, Squiddy, but can't quite find the second kill in that situation. 3v3 as T-Sac bursts in onto Squiddy. And now the bomb will be going down. T-Sac going to be able to drop that one. And in the meantime, base went down. Archer and Arnolda just going to be trying to hold on to their weapons. No reason to try and contest this one. It's just not a realistic goal.
Yeah, I mean, if you save as well, you've got to remember, they're on the maximum round loss bonus. So if they save 2 weapons, they can actually probably buy into the next round because they're on their 3.4k round loss bonus, I believe. So that would go, you know, enough for an M4 from each player. So they can drop over 2 guns to maybe Adam and Mace. Squiddy can buy maybe a Scout or a UMP. And they could actually have a fairly decent buy, but that's of course if Fish let them save. But actually Archer are going to telegraph exactly where they are. But look, the last 2 remaining players of a Fish far away, so these 2 players will get away scot-free. And you can see there as well, 3.2k for Archer, so you can drop over an M4. But Arnold are on 2.9k, so can't drop over a FAMAS, but it's a hard call to make. Do you give fish123 double digits and save this one? You know, have it go 10-2. Would you force it and try salvage his half, maybe go 10-5 or a 9-6?
It certainly would be nice if they could find an extra round here and really, you know, just try and salvage some score, but CZs are going to come through. You know how strong CZs can be in the right hands. Robin tagged pretty heavily there. Mace stepping on forward as well, so pretty default start, but Surreal is going to push up through Connector and find the headshot onto Mace as well. Squiddy, though, finds a nice kill there on ramp and actually gets himself an AK, so that actually could be a difference maker in this round.
4 versus 4. Make it a 4 versus 3. Actually, no. Quick reprag as well from Squiddy. So Surreal gets 1 and goes down. But T-Sac goes for the duel towards the B side. Telegraphs exactly where Archer is. Loses the duel. Smooya has his crosshair on the X-ray, but eventually Robin will find that frag. And now 2 versus 2. Make it a 2 versus 1. Robin on 18 points of health. Makes this one happen here for Epsilon or fish123. Bomb planted for short. Smooya's here towards short. Bomb planted for the C's. But it all comes down to Big Smoodog, and of course he lands the easy flick. 10-2, double digits already now for fish123. Yeah, this is a quick game here, Munch. And remember, Luminary won the pistol.
Yeah, this is an uncomfortable situation if you're a Luminary fan at home, but if you're a fan of fish123, if you're a fan of Epsilon, you're going to be pretty happy with the result as it's panning out. This is definitely the expected result coming into this one as well, but Luminary do have a full buy on their hands, so maybe this is the round. Maybe this is where it all turns around. Could still look towards a 10-5 half in favor of Fish. But Smooya, Surreal, this is so not looking too good. Arnolda does answer for one of them, but it's already a huge advantage for fish123. They're going to start to push in towards the A site now. Bomb rotating back through their spawn as well. Squiddy, full blind, is going to go down to Jenko. And now Archer and Arnolda can't even land his shot there, unfortunately. It's just going to be Archer. He's just going to look after his weapon.
Not really much else to say, really. 11-2 now. Going to be the save coming out from Archer. Clinical plays towards middle here from Fish. You can see the difference in the caliber of players. Smooth, the instant aggression towards Connector. He knows there's an open window, so he can catch the Connector player off guard. Gets the first frag onto Adam. Cyril gets the frag towards Shaw. Already a 5 versus 3. And Cyril, suspect as to where Adam was lurking, and actually will get away with his life as he is on to 35 points of health. But now look at the vultures swarm into the carcass as they're all cool coming in towards Archer. And eventually, Jenko's going to find that last frag. So no players saving for Luminary. This might mean a save here. Yeah, you have to play for a 12-3 half and basically try and hope that you can go back into the past. If you remember, they were, I think it was like 12-2, 13-2 down, and they made it overtime versus fish123, so they're going to need a repeat of that if they want any chance of replicating that. But fish123, you know, this isn't a team that's going to be, you know, caught off guard twice.
No, certainly not. Now, once again, a full buy for Fish. Very easy for them. Jenko gets 1, turns it into another one, makes it a 3. Well, that's going to be the round going the way of Fish right now, unless we see something ridiculous. Speaking of which, Squiddy has just found 2 headshots. He's got all 3 kills so far. I mean, I said we needed something ridiculous. Squiddy pulls it out of the bag, but T-Sac and Smooya still remain. Smooya's got his orb. We know what he can do with the Thunder Stick. But looks like Squiddy, he's having none of it. He's charging around the map, doing his best Sonic impression.
Well, let's see. With the Thunder Stick, Squiddy might be hearing thunder, but he sees lightning. God's sake, man, why couldn't you find that frag? That would have been a sick setup to that.
Hey, but Squiddy's having a good time. 4 kills for himself. Maybe he could salvage around. If he could find this 1v1 against T-Sac, it could be ridiculous. He doesn't know where he is, though. Doesn't know that T-Sac's just waiting around in CT spawn. There's no kit either. It's not pretty. Squiddy can't find the miracle round, unfortunately. He did his very best. Maybe he can find an exit frag. No, T-Sac going to go back through spawn.
12-2. 10-round deficit now for Luminary on the CT side. As we go to the final round of the half, this game seems, I don't want to say done, because we've seen stranger things before.
I've seen all of the seasons.
Well, Season 1, Luminary brought it back to overtime, but Season 2, I haven't actually seen Season 2. I don't know if the girl dies or not, but I imagine in this case, in this example, she does, because I don't think Luminary come back in this one.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the upside down for this one. And realistically, Luminary, they need to turn this scoreboard upside down if they want to hope in this season. It is going to be Fish, though, dropping onto the site. In the meantime, the rotation has come through. Robin doesn't actually want the B site anymore. They're going to race them over to A.
Got a Bison.
I remember earlier when you were talking about when the teams get maybe a little overconfident, maybe a little cocky. That's what the Bison buy is. Here we go. P90 coming in on it. Oh, spray and pray. Does find it in there.
37 bullets to get that frag.
Hey, you got the headshot, though.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
What a silly, silly round. Here we go. Diffuse comes through. 3-12. You said that was the score they were hoping for. Fish123. Yeah,
that sums it up pretty well.
That is the perfect face for a Luminary player right now.
I don't know about this one.
Oh, dear. Well, pistol rounds typically are pretty important.
Well, for Luminary, do or die in this case. Obviously, they find the first pistol, they go 1-0 up, they get reset instantly. We thought, okay, you know, the steps to victory, the keys to victory for the underdog upset is you win both the pistols, you get the 6-round buffer from the pistols or the 5-6-round buffer, and then, you know, you win 1 or 2 buy rounds, you reset the opposition's money, you get versus the ecos, you get those free rounds, and maybe there's a chance. The problem is here for Luminary, you got reset early on, you saw the mental change as soon as they lost that. All looked deflated, but 12-3, Epsilon win, well, I say Epsilon, fish123 win this one, you know, 13-3 versus an eco, versus the Force Buy, apologies, 14-3, then versus the eco Munch, 15-3. So this could be 12 match points early for Fish if they win the pistol, but then again, this could be a very long, drawn-out, arduous UK Counter-Strike game if Luminary GG win the pistol.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Certainly you'd expect Fish to win the pistol regardless, just because, you know, they've got those USPs, they should be able to just hold the angles, and we know that their shots are just wonderful across this team. Robin going to play aggressively down mid, hoping to find a pick to any of these players. There, hanging out a little bit further back. Robin spots them out, gets the information, then backs away immediately. Can't quite find their headshots, but Smooya does from the window. There's 2 for him. Can't quite turn it into a third, but it's an even trade so far. Adam doing a good job on the side of Luminary. No
defuse gets though for Epsilon. Jenko making his way in towards CT spawn. About to have the challenge versus Adam. I'm close and personal. Adam, ooh, actually wins that duel eventually. The P250, the body shots prevailing. Now Smooya coming in through jungle. The bomb still has to cross. Remember, there's no utility here for the T-Such, so they have to go for the peaks.
Oh, Smooya can't quite land these shots. That is what. Oh, the flick coming on through.
Ace knife?
This could be the ace.
Oh, T-Sac.
Not good. Not good. Well,
report him. Observer, report him right now. Report him.
It could have been beautiful.
Report. Oh, hey! Too scared to show his history. What's he been on?
Well, we've got a Nova coming through for Robin. So that'll be, as they say in France, c'est très amusant.
Excuse me?
I mean, that'll be very amusing. Or it actually means it is very amusing. But Robin's found himself a M4 anyway, so less amusing than I had previously thought.
5 versus 4 though. Still the 10-round advantage for Fish. You know, the funnel and the coffin's basically been hammered in with the pistol round victory there for the CT side. So right now, all playing for the stats and the fame and the ego. Well, 5 versus 4 here. Smoke coming in towards top of connector, which means they can take connector control. Usually alludes to a B split, but actually, it's going to be used to get Squiddy in towards window. But has Janko heard the step? Yes, he has. 4 versus 4. And now the chances are dwindling away for Luminary.
Womp womp. Not fun for Luminary. And well, I mean, where do you even go if you're Luminary here? Just try and play it fast, I guess, but Robin's having none of it. Finds 1, finds 2. And this is going to be the eco down the drain for Luminary as Robin just takes the heads clean off of these players. Adam, last man with the CZ. Surreal, I think, knows where he is at this point. They know that he's around, does find 1, but Janko shuts him down with a headshot. Or Surreal, actually, sorry.
Yeah, you're welcome, don't worry.
Jeez, reply, you're welcome to
no.
sorry.
You're excused.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got me there,
You're forgiven, maybe?
Yeah, excused, yeah. 14-3. None of the poor plays from Luminary's gone. Well,
we've got a Zeus. Really. Adam's got a Zeus, so maybe we can see something at least amusing in this round.
Potentially, but
also,
yeah.
Surreal has got an interesting purchase in his inventory there.
Was he trying to make this one fun for us, as it is extremely one-sided, and these are the hardest games to cast, really. You'd think the longest games are hard to cast, but no. The ones which are very one-sided, they're very hard to get into, there's no real, you know, passion behind it. Instead, it's all gone in favor of Fish. And now, oh my god, if that peek towards connector. Peek it towards connector, come on. Adam, peek. Oh.
That is what they call suppressive fire, ladies and gentlemen. That is a sound military tactic. 15-3 now. A singular round between fish123 and Victory. Robin. He's going all out for this one.
Yeah. 12 match points for Fish. It is a decent buy, though, coming out from Luminary on the T side. They have 5 AKs to work with. In terms of utility, though, is rather poor. So we're not going to be seeing an A execution. Instead, ooh, play comes in towards middle. And will they be expecting this play here from Robin?
We'll have to wait and see. Here we go. They're going to peek out. Oh. That was a bit disastrous. Couldn't quite land his shots there. 3 members remaining for fish123. His mid-control has gone the way of Luminary, but Smoothie is still around, and he's not letting this one go without a fight. Does manage to find the pick. And that's actually going to force Luminary away. They give up mid immediately. Do not want to challenge that AWP.
Wow. Archie needs to peek here. They spot 2 players that have been taken down, so it's a 3 versus 3. 3 versus 4 even. And you know that 2 of the players in mid. You kill 1, you know Smoothie is still there, so it's a 1 towards A and 1 towards B. This is a 1 versus 1 towards the A site. Please take it, Archer. He could have won the round for his team already, but instead, Signal is a player towards Palace. The bomb makes his way towards ramp as well. Smoothie in towards short. And Archer runs away from Palace as he's so scared to give away his life. This is the issue. The paranoia is there. And it gives up opportunity now for Cyril to fall back towards CT.
Yeah.
And have they given fish123 too much room?
This is the thing. Playing against a team like this is intimidating, and you can see it in the play here.
Yeah.
Surreal now is going to be able to find himself an extra kill. It's going to be traded in the end. Smoothie and T-Sack, the last 2 remaining for Fish. But the confidence clearly not there right now for Luminary, and that is going to be a nice shot from Smoothie all the way from mid. Gets on into window. Well, Adam going to be flashed on through. Spots both players. Oh, I don't know if he saw both. Obviously, we've got X-Ray. They don't. But he knows that there's at least someone in connector. But already onto the ace line. Arnoldo going to be pushed here. Oh, T-Sack didn't see him. Actually turned around there. And Smoothie, did he just try for a jumping shot there? I mean, it would have been pretty. There you go.
14.
Overtime, baby. Let's go.
You think? For a second time? Double dip it?
That's where my money is.
Ah, producer Sam wants to take the bet as well. You want overtime? What are the odds going to be, do you reckon, Sam?
We've got 5-1 odds.
That's pretty mental. I'll be putting on 20 quid, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make some serious cash right there.
Considering that they have to win 11 rounds in a row, I think this is more, you know, 13-1.
We'll have to You actually wanna put some money down?
No, obviously not.
Because I'm definitely betting in favor of fish right now.
I lost my wallet today. I'm definitely not.
Let's I'll go 30 quid on fish. I'm pretty confident on that one. Anyway, here we go. Luminary taking a couple of shots at Smooya, but not going to be able to turn that into anything significant. They've got mid control, but they've not really committed to where they want to push that. Actually going to fight over window. It's Mace pushing forwards. He's got his AK in hand. Doesn't have any utility to work with, but if he could just find a pick, that could be enough.
1 versus 5. Still 50 seconds left to work with. And I'm going to find the first frag into the ramp of Smooya. Takes us back into a 4 versus 4 as Luminary group up towards the B site. Then T-Sax alone. M4, Molotov at hand. Smooya makes his way in towards the B site. Caught in transition, actually connects the spray. Oh my.
That was beautiful from Adam. Here we go though. T-Sax does find one. Robin finds himself alone. Oh well, this is going to be another round for Luminary. 5 on the board now. Maybe the comeback is alive. Robin's found himself an AWP though to take on through into the next round. fish123 at this point probably just want to end this game. They just want to go home. Just want to go get their dinner.
Oh, don't rub it in.
I had a delicious chicken wrap. It was so good. Yeah,
it did look good. You did offer me some chicken tenders. I couldn't take it, obviously. Hashtag diet. Hashtag still overweight, though. But, you know, success doesn't happen overnight.
I've been gaining weight, mate. Gained about half a stone in the last couple of months. Oh, it's not pretty. Too much takeaway.
Yeah, but I feel like you're one of those tall, slender guys that can eat whatever he wants. And then, but then again, you get into that age, aren't you?
26 now, mate.
Yeah,
getting on a bit.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
Starts to get a bit dicey at this point, doesn't it?
The problem is when you get to this point and it's downhill from here, and then you start to get more rotund, you start to roll, and then it all sort of snowballs.
The habits sink in, and the next thing you know, you've got a beer belly, mate. Are you a heavy drinker?
I've sunk a couple of pints in my time.
Oh dearie me. Wow. 10 match points still there for Epsilon. Round number 21. Fast play coming towards the B side scenes. Robin with the only op into this round is towards the CT position on towards A. T-Sax goes for the peak, but it's Jenko actually.
Ooh. Doesn't quite find the shots there though. 4 men remaining for Luminary. CZ's and an AWP. On the side of fish123, we'll see. Smooya. Actually, it was Robin that managed to find that kill in the end. Mace now trying to find the pick, so they can't seem to find these shots, unfortunately, for them. And now Fish are making their way back onto the site. Smooya is going to be the point man. He's leading this charge as Surreal comes from behind. Arnolda shuts him down. In the meantime, though, he loses a teammate. Adam gets one, and Robin is all on his lonely lonesome. He's got the AWP, though. Can't find the shot in the end. It is 2 men remaining, and a 6th round for Luminary.
Well, this game continues then. 15-6.
You sound like a frustrated supply teacher, and the students are just not behaving the way you want them to.
Well, because you have to keep you through lunchtime then. Or my dinner time at this point.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Why, do you think Luminary bring this one back?
Probably not. They still got to get 9 more rounds.
Yeah, the odds are,
astronomical.
They're very you ain't going to find those sorts of odds, in a place like Vegas maybe, but... Round number 22, 15-6. Still, the 9-round match point, situation here for Fish. So anything gets slipped up, anything goes wrong. And suddenly Luminary are out of this one, such as a play towards underpass from Jenko.
Yep, Jenko does find that with a CZ. Squiddy gets one though, and Adam as well. Smooya is going to go down to Archer. So, just like that, even after getting the pick, this is going to be the round going the way of Luminary, or at least you would assume so. Robin's found himself a kill as well, and now he's found himself an AK, but they know exactly where he is. They've got headphones, they're not playing with speakers.
But if you need anything extra, such as a good monitor...
If you do need some speakers, I believe Curry's PC World sell a few.
Ah, okay.
It's probably not in the gaming section, but they do definitely sell speakers. I've been in. Check.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Looking for a sound bar.
Sound bar?
Yeah. That's
any good drinks to do there? How much are the cocktails?
Pretty expensive, but, You don't go in for the cocktails, you go in for the sound. Sound is a pound. Anyway, 15-7. We've got a buy coming on through for Fish. 2 AWPs in the hands of Surreal and Smooya. This maybe could be the round where Fish can pull out the upset and take down Luminary.
Maybe. It's going to be the AWP once again for Arnolder. 4 AKs would have ran off the rest of the buy from Luminary, but then again, you know, they've won what? 4 rounds in a row so far, so the economy is going in their favor, but not the frags actually. The double up setup coming out from fish123. Ooh, Smear expects this. He hears the step maybe. They've walked past him. Oh, Robin! Robin!
Oh my goodness, very unfortunate on that one. It's going to be traded, but Luminary now down to 3 players. Still both AWPs here. Oh, Smooya hits that tiny little bit of wall. That is unfortunate. Arnolder ducks down. Oh, nice little nose scope. Arnolder will get the trade, but that is that's an unfortunate situation there. 2v2 now, though. M4's in the hands of T-Sack and Jenko. The bomb still isn't down. 30 seconds on the clock. Squiddy now going to be checking CT, but he's shut down by Jenko immediately. T-Sack gets another one, and that is going to be the game for fish123. An expected result. Got delayed a little bit towards the end. We saw a slight resurgence, but in the end, fish123 do knuckle it down.
Yeah, what, 16-7 there? You know, a 15-3 scoreline. It was always going to go in favor of fish123.